right, guys, we are getting set up. I don't know. Hello, I see you guys out there. Let me know if you can hear me, please. Someone say yes. Hopefully. What's up, guys? All right, Scott said yes, so let's take off. As you can see, guys, we got some new gadgets to play around with, so fingers crossed everything's gonna go well. Liz, you ready? You trying to put
doing the links up.
You guys give us 2 more seconds. We're gonna put the link on a couple of Facebook sites so others can join us. And then Liz will do her webmaster job. I'm pretty sure my King Knights of the Round Table are out there. Aqua Funk, the Angel Freak, and Andy's Angel, and Rob 93. Guys, you're out there. I appreciate you being on. And we will get started. Just 1 second.
Go ahead, you can start.
Did you get to?
I'm putting it on the second one now.
All right. Hello, guys. It's Scott.
I'm Liz.
From King Queen Cichlids. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to have a little fun today. Probably do about 30 minutes. Maybe we'll do an hour. Who knows? Again, we're trying some new stuff, so definitely let us know if you like it or not. We're going to click through some stuff and see how it goes. Is that your phone?
It's Michael, but yes.
Okay. All right, so first thing I want to do is...
We're echoing.
We're echoing because your phone or something?
Because my phone's on?
Do you have your volume on there?
Nope.
So you guys hear an echo?
Stand by.
Stand by. Reverb. How about now, guys?
He says, Michael, your lover.
Still got reverb? Red Dirt Sickle says yes. What's up? You said same, huh? Okay. Give me 2 more seconds. I don't want to be like Mike was last week. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. And you don't have anything on, right?
Nope.
My stuff's off.
You don't think it's that mic in?
I don't know. It could be. Try that. Are you on the page?
Yes, I'm on.
So ask if it's any better.
All right, guys. Is it getting any better yet? Andy says you guys can continue.
Is it good?
Check 1 1. Yes, it's better since the microphone's too close.
Okay. Thank you guys for doing that.
Stand by.
Stand by. We're okay. All right, first thing I want to talk about is our product review. Keep an eye on that because it might be me talking too loud. You guys, we put out a video where we went out and bought some really cool gadgets, lights that work through Wi-Fi, camera, Google. In fact, is Google here? Hey, Google, what time is it?
It's 8:04.
Okay, so Google is here as well. But there's some really cool stuff out, guys, for the fish room. Definitely check my video out when you get time. It's that picture up at the top of the screen. I do not have a link to it. Just go to videos and click on it. But guess what, guys? I found some really cool stuff. This is like $8, and it's 5 of them.
Yeah, they said it made a big difference when you stopped talking so loud.
Look at that. I mean, how cool is that? $5, guys. And I'm thinking about doing like, and I'm the worst DIY guy you're ever going to find, but I'm thinking about like there's adhesive on the back and putting them underneath my canopy and using these. But how cool is that for so cheap, under $10? I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I mean,
so we're being asked, where did you purchase them?
Where did we purchase? Gabriel, what's the place?
Gabriel Brothers.
Gabriel Brothers.
Queen Street, New
Well,
York.
they don't live in the area, but yeah, how cool is that? So definitely wanted to talk about that.
I forget the brand. Do you remember what they were?
Sunlow it was called. So definitely wanted to mention that. All right, let's go to the next thing. As you see, we're going to talk about the Keystone Clash. Also, I already saw my nice little round table talking about it. Hit that subscribe button. So,
Stand by.
Stand by. Let's talk about the Keystone Clash. It is official. We have broken the record. We have over 107 or 8 registrations. You said a couple more came in today. There are some day passes now that are available out there in case you weren't able to get the package at that incredible deal of $85. And we're still getting registrations.
Keep your voice lower. You're echoing bad.
Okay, sorry. And so we need, the banquet is about full, correct?
We might have about 3 or 4 spots left in the banquet.
Okay, so if you're going to come to the Keystone Clash, definitely get your banquet tickets in. All right, what's the other thing going on? We have also broken a record when it comes to fish entries. We are well over 300 with the chance of hitting 400. We had to shut down all of the fish entries because, quite frankly, we don't have the space, the tanks, safety's an issue, and quite honestly, we don't have the time to make all the stands and everything as well.
So do you have the volume off on your computer, right?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to try moving that light back a little further.
Okay, sorry guys.
We're getting a bad echo again.
Stand by. And if that doesn't work, I have one other thing we can try. Uh-oh, let's cut this off.
Okay.
So try that. If you guys, is it any better or no?
Yeah, so you have the computer mic on and using another microphone, so that might be it, they're saying.
That could be it. Are they still having a problem now?
I don't know.
Red Dirt Cichlids says no.
Not better.
Not better. No. All right. So what do we want to try here?
Maybe unplug the one mic and just use.
We can try it, but I don't know.
Stand by.
All right. What about now? They shouldn't have any audio at now.
How about now? Tom Galuli, I know you're on there yelling at us. How do we sound?
They should have no audio at this point.
It's like a stadium. They're saying it's fixed now. Liz doesn't echo. Better, better, better. Woohoo! I'm so smart.
Are we definitely better?
So much better. So they're saying that was the issue.
Okay. Well, I hope the rest of my slides work, but okay. Back to what we were saying. We have well over 300 fish entries. We also have a bunch of male-in killifish coming in. I don't know how that works. That's crazy to me.
So how the male-in killifish are going to work is they're mailed in, they're registered, and if they win, we will mail them their trophies or medals or whatever. But after the show, those killies that were mailed in will be bagged and they will be available for you to purchase at the auction on Sunday.
Very, very cool. So again, it has been talked about that we may actually hit a record of 400 fish entries, which will be a record in the country as maybe the largest tropical fish show ever in the country. Now I have to talk to Ted Coletti before. He is in charge of the Aquatic Historian.
Historical Society?
Yes, so I would like to talk to him, get his thoughts on it, because if anyone knows about that, it would be him. So Ted, definitely I'll be contacting you soon. And we're going to find out if this Keystone Clash 2018 is going to be the biggest tropical fish show ever. All right. Any other news you want to talk about while we are?
They couldn't understand about the lights. The lights were purchased at Gabriel Brothers. It's a local store here in York, Pennsylvania.
Can I do it again?
And the name of the lights were what?
Sunlow or something like that?
Sunlow lights?
I can get up if you want and find out. Hold them down, honey.
Okay. House of Buckets. Hey, did I see you guys go to Lucky's Aquarium again today there, Ange?
Did she really?
I think I saw that video. Her and Darius went today.
So this is called the wireless LED.
They're by iZoom.
iZoom. And they are incredible. I'm just really impressed with them. The batteries were in it, remote control, really cool. I don't want to give too much away because I said I'm going to do a little DIY video on it. It's closest thing to DIY I'll ever do. But I'll give you more information then when I do the video.
And they have those nice little stickers on the back of them, so you could put them on underneath the canopy and just stick them and use them on your tank.
Yeah, very cool. And I won't go out there and steal my idea now. All right, was there any other news, Keystone?
Keystone Clash. Oh, there was, because see, can the camera you use to watch your fish room work easily be hacked? Like someone else can hook up to it?
I don't believe so, but let's hope not for our own sake.
Because there's probably things people should not be seeing on that camera.
Well, it is 8 o'clock, so I guess we're PG-13 right now, but I don't believe so. I can, I only read the instructions so much, so I'm sure anything can be hacked at any time, quite honestly. I mean, this is the world of Big Brother now. But so far, I haven't had anyone knocking on my door or Porno Hub or anything else trying to get in contact with me. So I think we're all right. But if you want to try to, hack into my, account and see my fish, go at it.
Be careful. Use at your own risk.
yeah. Because yesterday I actually cleaned, and you don't want to hear this, but yesterday I actually cleaned all the fish tanks in my underwear.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to see that. Maybe Alan or Michael want to see it. All right. So is that all the news we have for the Keystone Clash?
No. We did talk about. Somebody had asked about 400. You're thinking over 400 entries for the fish show. So, and I think that.
Stand by.
Stand by. You upped it to 400 ? Says Tom Galooly. Not that we upped it to 400, but it's quite possible by the time all the mailing killies come in, it will be over 400.
Yeah, let's be transparent with everyone. We hit the 300 range, and Gary Haas got online on our board page and said, "Hey guys, we possibly have 80 killifish coming in by mail." So immediately, based on the amount of tanks we have, the amount of space we have in the vendor room, and the amount of space we have allocated for the fish room, we were like, okay, if we hit 400, that's got to be the max. So, we had to make the decision, hey, we got to stop taking registrations in with the thought of 80 plus killifish are going to be mailed in. So that's why the decision was made. Next year, we will be much more prepared. I mean,
our number one priority is your fish's safety and health. We do not want to have any fish lost due to any issues. So we could do 1,000 fish in the show, but we want to make sure every fish that comes is safe, is warm, and is in a good position, which is why we cut the number off and stopped allowing entries. Not that we can't make the space, but it's for their safety.
Perfect point. Again, last year there were a couple of losses, unfortunately. One of the issues was the room temperature. And again, she said it perfectly, by script almost. We want to make sure those fish are safe. We are not responsible for the fish, but I feel responsible for the fish. I want people to go home with their fish happy. So again, we have to do what we have to do to make sure the fish are safe, healthy, and the bigger the fish show, obviously the harder it is to control everything.
Right.
So I think 400 is a great number to stop at. Next year we will certainly, especially if this is a big success, we will especially take more caution or we'll be better prepared for a bigger show.
And quite honestly, I don't think we thought we were going to get this many entries.
Yeah, absolutely not. We were happy to get 100 registrations. That's what we were shooting for, and we were shooting for 200 fish entries. Basically, that's what our budget was. That's what we, doing the numbers, we thought that we would end up in a good place with those numbers, and we have surpassed it, and we're quite happy with that.
And for those of you who say fish shows are dead, forget that. We're here to show you it can be done, it can be done safely, and everybody can enjoy and have a good time.
Not just we're here to show you, there are people out there that want to do it, and they're showing they're showing their force by actually being in this registration and registering their fish. I've had a lot of people say, well, how many people are registered fish? Or it's a lot of people. It's not like 10 people that brought in 50 fish.
Right.
It's a lot of people bringing in anywhere from 2 to 10 to 20. Goodman's did, I think
51.
I think Goodman's were the biggest at 51.
And then we shut down the tanks, and he said, I could have brought 20 more.
Yeah, so I don't want to belabor this. I don't know if people have other questions.
So they're asking, where's your DQ Blizzard?
I know it.
You do have one in the freezer.
Let me tell you this. Get me to 1,000 subscriptions, please, so I can get a super chat every now and then. I can afford to go out and buy me a Dairy Queen. So I'm at, I think, 910 or something like that. I need like 90 more to get to 1,000. I love YouTube to death, but some of the rules on YouTube is crazy. It's like the bigger you are, the more benefits you get, and the smaller guys that are trying to get up have no means of getting up to 1,000. You can't promote anything with pictures. You can't get a super chat. I don't want to go on a rant because I don't have my thing here, but hey, if you can get to 1,000, I appreciate it, and maybe I can buy me a little Dairy Queen.
Right.
So.
Then Tom did say that volunteers are the key.
Oh.
And we have a team that is outstanding. We have volunteers that have stepped up and are working hard to bring you guys the best event possible.
Absolutely. I mean,
and there, we could not do this without our volunteers.
No. Our team is excellent. I couldn't be more prouder with the team we have and the support we've gotten. So is that all the news? Because I want to move on to something else. What do we got here? All right. At the Keystone Clash, we're going to keep it about the Keystone Clash for a while here. Do you want to take this one about the goodie bags?
So if you have registered for the event, you're going to get a goodie bag, just like any other convention. This year in the goodie bags, there will be $10 gift certificates to the Super Cichlids booth. And they carry everything from food to, plecos to product like air pumps, battery-powered stuff, anything you need for your tank and your supplies, chemicals. And they're just an amazing company, and they have donated $10 coupons that will be placed in random bags.
Their golden ticket is going to be like Willy Wonka. And ZooMed has donated over 200 bags because we need them now with everyone registering. And Liz has quite the goodies that are going to be in the bag. And if you're lucky enough, you will pull out a gold ticket. There's only going to be 10. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, Super Cichlid is running their Labor Day special, 20% off. So definitely go to supercichlids.com, get some product, and use that 20% to your favor. I mean, it's a great promotion they're doing right now.
Yeah, everybody in the vendor room is amazing. They're all running different specials throughout the weekend, and this is just one that Super Cichlids is doing. They are an amazing company, a great family, and just two of the nicest people you'd ever meet.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how much they've done in the hobby. They go to clubs, they donate, they're fantastic. And while we're talking about Super Cichlids...
No, my goodies are not in the bag. Mike.
Okay. Can I say something really serious real quick?
Yes.
While we're talking about Super Cichlids is also, again, one of the most generous companies out there. For those of you who know Felipe, he was a guide at Uruguay. And he passed away last year, unfortunately. And Super Cichlids is going to be raising money for his family. We're going to have lots of raffles at the Keystone Clash. We're going to do the raffles while the speakers are talking in the speaker room. They're going to be doing raffles at the vendor room. We want to do all we can to support Felipe's family for all Felipe did for us. I mean, you really couldn't do any wild caught fish without Felipe. So again, we want to support Super Cichlids, who's doing something amazing by trying to support Felipe's family. So just wanted to get that out there. That should be reason enough to come to the Keystone Clash, even if you don't have a package. Come to the vendor room, enjoy the fish, and certainly enter some raffles and support Felipe and his family. All right?
Yep.
Next, what do we got here? Mike's Cichlids. Now, can I talk about this one?
Go for it.
Mike's Cichlids is a great vendor that is going to be in the Keystone Clash vendor room. He was there last year. You talk about some great cichlids. There's a pre-order list that is in the Keystone Clash page. Is that correct?
Yes.
3 pages long. He's taking pre-orders now just to make sure that you get the fish you want, because last year he sold out. He's bringing more fish this year. But you definitely want to take a look at that pre-order list and start buying stuff to make sure you get the cichlids fish that you want.
Yep.
Anything else with Mike?
Not with Mike, no.
Okay, so I'm not sure what the rules are for the clash, the show, but you might actually see a fish in Mike's inventory that you want to purchase and put in the show. We probably won't let you do it, but his stuff is first grade stock. So definitely check out Mike's Cichlids at
MikeCichlids.com.
All right, and also the Keystone Clash page. There's a 3-page pre-order, and already a bunch of people have jumped on it and are ordering stuff. There's like 20 comments already of people ordering stuff, which I'm excited about, because now that we have done what we're supposed to do and get people to the Keystone Clash and broken some records, now my job is to make sure our vendors are happy. They're coming out in force to support you guys and to bring you products that you may not be able to get if you don't have a local fish store. So you definitely want to, I definitely want to support them, as does everyone on the Clash, Keystone Clash board. Okay? Anything else about Mike?
Nope.
All right. Any questions we need to take?
Not right now. I did want to let y'all know there are some other pre-sale lists on the Keystone Clash page. Cunningham Cichlids has their pre-order list on there. Ray Cooper has a pre-order list on there, and some of the other vendors as well. So please go to the Keystone Clash Facebook page and check out the pre-orders. Okay. And then Pleco Caves, I forgot to mention this earlier, but plecocaves.com, they'll be in the vendor room. And they've also donated a Pleco Cave for each of the goodie bags for the people who have registered for the bags.
Are you kidding me?
So they have donated over 100 Pleco Caves to go, one in each of the goodie bags.
Oh my God. Well, if you're a vendor selling Plecos, you're going to rack up, because that's awesome. Yeah. You might have should have kept that as a surprise, but hey, that's awesome. I didn't even know that.
That's just a benefit to registering.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're getting product. I mean, the registration was $85. There's probably $50 worth of product in the bag. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Is our audio still good?
Yeah.
No one's complaining?
Nobody's complained.
Okay, awesome. The next thing I want to talk about, well, first of all, before we go to judges.
I have a real quick question about the fish show. You paid for 5 fish slots. Yes, you still have those 5 fish slots. Go ahead and send the form in. If you haven't sent it in, that's fine. You still have those 5 spots.
Yeah, when we were talking about we already have 300 fish registered, we were counting your 5 spots in it. We have counted all the paid entries, even though we haven't got the official fish yet. So you guys are good.
Scott, you cannot register for Sunday, but you can buy a bidder card and shop at the auction.
Scott who?
Scott Smith.
Oh, okay.
He's coming Saturday night. He has a wedding obligation.
All right. The other thing, we just lost light in here. One of my timers are going off. Technology.
Technology. Stand by.
Okay. One of the other things I want to mention while we're still talking about vendors is Reef to Rift will be in the house. Reef to Rift is one of our platinum members. They're going to have a table there. I think they're bringing some dry goods and might be bringing some fish product. I don't know. Again, Scott puts a lot of videos out there on different Facebook pages. Definitely check out what he has in a store. Give him a holler, and he probably will be able to bring to the Keystone Clash for you. So just want to shout out to Reef to Rift. They have been a great, great supplier and a supporter of the Keystone Clash. All right?
So as Tom's reminded me, I will shout out to the rest. Aquatic will be in the vendor room. You can go to their webpage and pre-order anything to be delivered to the Clash. They are an amazing company and they have wonderful food. If you don't recognize the name, that's because they have changed from your fish stuff to the name Aquatic. Also in there will be River to Reef, and you can pre-order from their shop as well. They'll be coming in from New Jersey, as well as Discus R Us. You can pre-order from him and have it delivered to the Clash.
Yep. Is that it? Because you just stopped like mid-pause.
I'm thinking.
Oh Lord.
Yes. So you go ahead.
All right, guys. Well, I want to cover a couple of things that were brought to my attention. Number one is the judges. Someone asked on the Keystone Clash page who the judges were. Historically, we have used the speakers as our judges. That's normally what we do, and then we might bring in a stray person here or there to judge as well. Just want to make sure everyone's clear. Not all the speakers are actually judges. We're going to make that finalized and make the announcement of who the official judges are. Chris Biggs is obviously our head judge. Has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to all tropical fish. So he's going to be our head judge. There was a couple of speakers who have entered fish into the show. Obviously, they will not be able to judge since they have entered fish. Last thing, the people that have sponsored classes, obviously we're not going to let them, they will not be eligible to enter fish into classes that they sponsored. We want to keep the integrity of the Keystone Clash at 100%. So I've already spoken to a few people to make sure that they understand that either they can't enter fish in a class that they sponsored, or they can't judge because they entered fish. Sounds like you got something.
My big beautiful brain paused, and now I realize why it paused.
You want me to go back to the vendor slide?
My buddy, the one, the only, Michael of Michael's Fish Room will be in the vendor room. You can pre-order New Jersey bettas from him, high quality guppies, and all kinds of goodies. Michael's Fish Room will be in the vendor room.
Woo!
I am so sorry, Mike.
Also, I don't know if you said JJ Aquatics. J&J Aquatics,
yes,
they will be there as well.
I am the worst. I need a list.
Yeah, and stop banging into the table.
J&J Aquatics will
Justin
be there
and
with
Jenna.
plants and cholo wood and some other goodies.
Yes, yes. So you definitely want to check them out. They are making their own food. I believe they're selling it at Reef to Riff. Great quality food that you definitely want to check out. They're an up and coming business you definitely want to become familiar with. All right. Anything else before I jump into shore?
Yeah. Oh my, Cobalt will be in the vendor room. This is why I normally have my pad of paper. I cannot think right, and especially this late in the evening. Cobalt Aquatics.
8 o'clock?
Yes. You know it's past my bedtime.
I sat here for an hour getting ready for this while you looked at me. I don't know why you're anyway. I don't want to sleep on the couch.
Go.
All right, so we talked about the judges. We talked about the people that cannot enter because of whatever reasons. Definitely these aren't the trophies that are actually going to be at the Keystone Clash, but these are some that I've won over the years. So we're going to talk about what fish are judged on. But before we go there, I do want to talk about something that's kind of important for the Keystone Clash board. This is a 10-gallon tank, okay? This is a 10-inch fish. I don't have my tape measure, but it's actually about 10.5 inches. Some of you guys with 7 inches or under fish are going to have to be happy with the 10-gallon tank. It is only a 2 days that the fish is going to be into this 10-gallon tank. So some of you guys who have African cichlids that don't get any bigger than 6 or 7 inches, you're going to have to be happy with a 10-gallon tank. We do not have 320 long tanks available. Maybe next year we will with the success that we're having, but we've been doing this. This is our 6th year, and we've had very little fatalities when it comes to fish. Your fish will be fine. We have Callie here who's already checking all the water parameters. She works at API. She's going to have the water conditioner. Yep. We're going to make sure that the temperatures stay consistent. So don't fret over thinking that your 6-inch or 5-inch fish needs a 20 long. It doesn't. It's going to be fine. Now, someone like Matt Hand or Joe Burke who's bringing 14-inch fish that won't even be able to turn around a 10-gallon tank, absolutely, we need to get those people a 20 long. If not, have them bring their own tank. But just want to say, guys, please work with us. 10-gallon tank will be suitable for any fish 8 inches or early. Go ahead. What you got?
Nothing. I'm just reading about the, 10-inch fish, 10 gallons is perfectly fine. And
who is that, Mike talking?
No, Mike actually had to run, but he did say, didn't somebody did a video about this recently?
Oh, I don't know. Did he?
Yes, he did.
Well, he did a video about people keeping their fish for long terms in a 10-gallon tank. I'm talking about your show fish can go in a 10-gallon tank for 2 days.
Right.
2 totally different subjects. Tell Mike to suck an egg. All right, so let's see where we are here. Uh-oh. I went too far.
Uh-oh. Stand by.
Stand by. Uh-oh, you're seeing all the goodies now. Oh, no.
You have flopped it up.
Yes, I have. All right.
All right.
All right. Now, anything before you, because you're all in there.
I'm just reading the chat. Go ahead.
Okay. first thing I want to talk about, there's 5 things that the tropical fish will be judged on at a tropical fish show. I want to make sure that those things are, go ahead.
Nothing. Somebody just said that I should take over. So.
Well, go ahead. You want to take over?
No, I'm enjoying reading. Go ahead.
Okay. First thing is size. You want to talk about size a little bit? Never mind.
Size matters. The arowana behind us. Size matters.
Absolutely. If you see in the picture, I have a picture of a doveye. Obviously, doveeyes get up to 24 inches or longer. Judges know that, and they're going to give you less points if you bring in a 10-inch doveye. Even if it looks immaculate, and I know you don't always agree with me on this, a 10-inch doveye will be not get 10 points, and that's the max. It's 5 categories, 10 points each. An 8-inch doveye or a 10-inch doveye is probably going to get 6 or 7 points as opposed to 10 if it was at least 16 to 20 inches long. So size is important. Trying to keep a straight face. Size is important. Make sure your fish are adult fish and the correct size that you're bringing to the show. Okay? Any questions? Any comments? Should I wait to see if anyone...
They're asking about the arowana, so you go ahead. And you know, about size matters. And
all right. Next thing, and I know there's a lag, so I don't know. Just let me know if someone asks for anything. It's deportment. Do you want to talk about deportment at all?
So the deportment is important. You want to have a fish that's going to show off for the judges, more or less. You know, if you've got a doveye or a Midas or a red devil, you want it to interact when people walk by. You want it to be up in your face. You don't want it hiding and cowering behind a stone and not showing off its full nature.
Absolutely right. Judges normally have like a little stick or something that they take with them, and they'll open the tank up and move the fish around to see how the fish reacts. If your fish is going to be sulking behind the sponge filter or whatever air stone that we're going to have in the tank, it's going to be graded low. So make sure your fish has some attitude about him, which is what deportment means. Their attitude, their activity, their acknowledgement of the judge in front of them. Okay? Anything else? Okay. How many do we have on right now? 20 people?
31.
31. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Next one is color. I know people are shocked that I actually have a discus up there, but I think discus is a good fish to use to represent color. My bifasciatus, it was a vieja at the time I had them, had the most beautiful color you're ever going to see a bifasciatus have. It didn't matter if he was in a 10-gallon tank or a 200-gallon tank, he always had these deep red colors, and he showed really well. You want to have a fish that's not going to fade. Talk to us a little bit about the chocolate cichlid.
So, you know, the chocolate cichlid, yeah, when they're scared or they feel uncomfortable, they lose color and they wash out.
Right.
When they're in your home, in your tank, they're beautiful, they're bright, well, they're not bright, they're brown, but, you know, they're very rich in color. And they don't show well when you move them out of their environment and their condition. They just don't.
Right. So make sure that your fish, and there's some secrets to getting your fish to be very colorful. Feeding them some live foods, you know, brine shrimp, crawlers, whatever, kind of spruces their colors up. Kevin Carr, my Uncle Kevin, used to teach me a little cheat that he would do. He would put some warm water into his tank where the fish was at the show, which would, of course, warm water makes the fish show their colors more. There's a lot of different tricks out there that you can do. Obviously, I'm not condoning that. If we see anyone doing that at the Keystone Clash, they're going to be disqualified. But just saying, color is very important. You want something that's striking, that's the judge is gonna see and be really engaged with. So make sure their color is great.
So back to the deportment, Tom and Kurt both are saying that some fish are naturally shy, and the judges do give allowances for that. That is true. But what we're talking about is a more aggressive, more outgoing fish. If it's acting shy, then it loses points.
And they're absolutely right, because I believe Christine Keys, her epistogramma that won. Gorgeous fish, but it was hiding all the time. And William Chance's epistogramma that won last year, similar situation. So they're absolutely right. I am probably talking from a big cichlid standpoint, because that's what I'm familiar with. So good points, Tom and Kurt. Glad you're on and watching.
So Aquafunk is saying he feeds his fish Skittles. We do not condone that.
To get color?
Yep.
I hear you, brother.
Taste the rainbow is what Scott's saying. 808 Tank, I feed my fish M&Ms.
Or ask Aquafunk, where is he at? Is he in Florida or is he back in Jersey?
I don't know. Aquafunk, where are you at right now? You just asked that. He says, but Tom said, brought up about when Uncle Chuck Davis won the show with the dead Pleco.
Most people know that story that are in the hobby, but yeah, at the Cat Con.
He's in Florida.
Okay, you gotta stop interrupting
me.
At Cat Con many years ago, Chuck Davis had a Pleco that was absolutely spectacular. He had shown them for years, and this particular year, Plecos don't move that much, guys, so you're not going to notice unless it's turned upside downwards that it's dead. But somewhere in the middle of the show, one of those days, his Pleco died, but the judges didn't realize it, and Chuck Davis actually won Best of Show.
Were they dead?
Plecos. So at the end of the show, when he had got his award,
it was the NEC, not CatCon.
Okay.
Sorry, interrupted you again.
Yeah, he took his fish out, took the check, hit that he had won, took the Pleco out, put it on his arm, and walked around the lobby showing it to everyone that his Pleco was dead, but he still won Best of Show. So that's the end of the story. All right, any questions on deportment, size, or color? If not, we're moving on. And we are at 37 minutes, so already over the 30 minutes I wanted to do. But
go for it.
Go for it. Let's see here. And you got to bear with me, guys, because I'm using this new...
Stand by.
Stand by. Condition. Check that picture out. Man.
Looks like you at the beach.
Yeah, I wish. That looks like Aquafunk right there, the muscles. Yeah, so condition is very important. You definitely don't want to enter any fish that have any ailments, spots, scales missing, shredded fins, you know, bowed back, any of those things. You want your fish to be in tip-top condition, looking its best. So condition, again, is another 10-point category where judges will actually get their flashlights out, look at your fish up and down. You don't want any hazy eyes, none of that stuff, which is why transportation of fish from your aquarium to the fish show is so important.
And tricky.
And tricky. So can I talk, or you have any questions before? I want to start before. Okay. So if I get into this, don't stop me. All right. So there's a lot of different ways people can transport their fish. We have a video on it. I started to keep plugging King Queen cichlids, but actually it's our live feed, so why not? We have a video out about transporting your fish. We use tubs. We come in very early in the morning to get our fish out while the fish is still asleep, so they're not going to be fighting as much. We scoop them out as quickly as we can. We put them in a tote. Sometimes I prefer using my hand because nets sometimes can snag in the scales, and you can lose a couple of scales on transferring a fish. And guess what? You just went from Best of Show to Reserve Best of Show, if not worse. Scott Myers actually gets a plastic bag, huge plastic bag, goes in, picks up the fish with the plastic bag, and takes them out, and takes probably 10 gallons of water with them. He's also told me, and Scott Myers, if you don't know, he's going to be at the show. He's won multiple ACA shows, among OCA extravaganza shows. He shows all over the place. I'm really excited about him coming. But he also sometimes just lowers the water in his tank and takes the tank and the fish with them. That way he doesn't have to really mess with the fish at all. Scott normally keeps all his cichlids in bare bottom tanks in 20 gallons that he just drains out and brings with him. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. I like to do it by hand. Scott does it with a bag or by bringing the tanks. You got any things about how to transport fish that you do before you met me?
Oh, well, I would just be very careful with the net.
Yeah, okay. So smaller fish obviously are not that hard to do, which is You know, another thing that I kind of have issues with when smaller fish win, because I get upset because I'm like, yeah, how easy was it to take that 2-inch fish out of your tank and put it in a tank, where I have like an 18-inch or a 14-inch fish and he's fighting, and you know, every step of the way I could be injuring the fish, taking him out of the tank that he's used to and trying to transport him to a fish show.
So Aquafunk had asked about what category do Discus and Angel go in, and do they compete against Dovi? Well, no, there actually is an Angel class and a Discus class, and all of this is up on the KeystoneClash.com, the list of classes, but they do not go up against those other fish until the very end, when the top winners from all the classes, then the judges pick their best of show and reserve best of show.
And I will tell you, Aquafunk, I wish you were in the area, because, and Chuck Davis said this the year that he judged, I have yet to see a really outstanding angel. I've seen some pretty ones, some great ones, but I'm talking about like Aquafunk, like you talked about, with the beautiful finnage. When we were at the PBAS, we saw some really nice angels.
Yes.
But I have yet to see really an outstanding one at the Keystone Clash. And again, if memory serves me right, no angels has ever won best of show or reserved best of show. So it'd be nice to get some nice angels in, as well as some nice discus.
Yeah.
Discus are a little more temperamental, so that's hard for people to bring discus in because they're so sensitive to water changes. All right, anything else?
Nope, not right now.
All right, I'm going to go to the last category. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Finnage, you want to take that one?
No, you go ahead. It's kind of like what you were talking about with the angels just now.
Yep, so you definitely want to make sure that your fish finnage is the best it can possibly be, that their trailers are sharp, that there's no nip marks in their fins. This is one of the reasons why a month before the event I will start separating my fish, putting them in bare tanks so that no other fish are attacking or messing with them or nipping on them. It's really the best way to do it. And as I was saying with Scott Myers, all his fish are separated all the time into 20 longs or 40 breeders. He does that because he shows fish professionally, quite honestly. So just make sure the fins are good, no nips, no tears, anything like that.
Yep.
Okay? No questions?
Nope.
All right. Well, we're going to be wrapping this up real soon then.
Well, there's questions, but not pertaining to that.
Well, then,
so this one just came in. Will the auction only have fish or other products too?
Sure.
So the Sunday auction will have fish and products. We've had a lot of companies donate products that will be listed on there to go into the auction. Plus, you know, people who are coming, they can register to sell their products too, as long as they're, you know, in great new or like condition.
There's also going to be, you got raffles going on, you got a silent auction going on. You want to talk about, please talk about Mark De Niro's and Natural Pets Plus generous donation of this custom, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they don't, Natural Pet Plus and Mark De Niro, they donated this amazing custom 75-gallon tank with a sump. And I have a picture of it up on the Keystone Clash page. And it is, yeah, it's amazing. It's got the big back and then the 3 overflows. You could grow things up the back of it. It's just gorgeous.
It could be a beautiful planted tank. It could be a lot of beautiful things.
But it retails for $2,000 and it will be in our silent auction.
Yeah, and if it goes for anything less than $500, I will be upset or surprised, one or the other, because it's a beautiful tank. Actually, if it goes for under that, we're going to be taking it home, because
I might bid $500
I know you will, because you were talking about how much you wanted that tank.
It's a gorgeous tank.
Yep. So that's all I have concerning the Keystone Clash.
Proxy raffles. So Tom wants to know if he can send a proxy to purchase his raffle tickets.
That's your call. It's your department.
I would say yes. You certainly can. Just make sure the raffles have your name and information on the back of the ticket when you put them in the boxes. And the silent
Tom,
auction,
can't you give us 1 year where you don't win something? I mean, golly.
And the silent auction, as long as you have somebody that's going to pay for whatever you win, I say go for it.
I'm just messing with you, Tom. I wish you could be there, buddy.
Kurt
I hope
says
you'll be
not
there.
for Tom.
No doubt.
So, Kurt, you shut up. Tom, yes, you can. We love you.
If you guys don't know Tom Galuli, he's online. This guy, it doesn't matter where he goes. If there's a raffle around, he wins it. If it's a fish tank, I don't even want to enter it because I know he's going to win, except for that one time we were at Cyclamania. Thank you, John Morgan. I don't know if you're on or not, but we actually won a tank and had to make 2 trips because we couldn't get the tank in the stand at our house. But Tom Galooly, he's got the luck of the Irish or whatever. I don't know.
He is so lucky. I will actually take the raffle tickets and rub them on him for a little bit of luck.
Yeah, so... All right, guys, well, that's all I want to say about Keystone Clash, unless Kurt or someone else has something they want to say. I do want to talk about the Aquatic Experience. I was over there all happy. I mean, obviously I'm looking forward to Keystone Clash, but I'm also looking forward to not dealing with it anymore. It's been a labor of love, but it also can be frustrating at times. And I'm so excited about it being over and us getting to the day to have a good time. When I just remembered, oh my God, I just forgot. I got the Aquatic Experience that I have to get together as well. So,
and that is involving another cichlid show, correct?
That's correct. Liz and I will be running the American Cichlid Association booth, along with other representatives of the ACA, including Rusty Wessel, Jan Bennis, and Phil Bennis, and a few other people might be coming out. And we have been stuck, well, not stuck, I shouldn't say stuck. We have been put in charge of the cichlid show as well. And I have been tasked with getting at least 100 entries. So that seems easy. If we can get like 400, we certainly should be able to get 100 cichlid entries. I need you guys to support me one more time in October. I think the dates are the 20th. I'll get back to you on that. I'll leave a link below. But definitely come to the Meadowlands. It's in the Meadowlands this year. It's the first time. We got to show how the Northeast side does it. So definitely come out, come support it. I have some people helping with setting up the tanks. We're actually going to use some of the Keystone Clash stands there at the Aquatic Experience to put on the cichlid show. So Mike Mull's coming out and spending the weekend with us and helping out and representing the ACA as well. So we will be doing another video real soon after Keystone Clash to get the rally going for the Aquatic Experience. It is $15 a day to attend the, is that right?
I think so.
I think it's $15 a day to come to the Aquatic Experience. It's a 3-day event, so it's $45. If you enter one fish, just one, for $10, you can go to the Aquatic Experience for your entire weekend.
For free!
For free! So it makes sense to bring one cichlid, put it in the show, and you're set for the rest of the weekend.
And you have a chance to win a huge cash prize.
Yeah, and you get to see us, or at least Liz. So definitely come. I mean, I can't sell it any better than that. You can spend $45 to go 3 days, or you can bring one fish in for $10 and get a paid weekend. So definitely check it out, aquaticexperience.com. Also check out the American Cichlid Association, cichlid.org. And definitely, if you're not a member of the American Cichlid Association, become one. It is still one of the most relevant associations in the world. So there's stuff going on all the time. I am sad that I'm stepping down, but I need a break from everything. And I look forward to whoever is coming to take my place in 3 different positions that I run for the ACA. So, plus we need to spend some more time on the CARES program. We have promised Greg Steves and Claudia and Leslie that we would do some work, and we've done
nada.
Micro of what we should have been doing. So I look forward to spending a lot more time with the CARES program. Got to mention Joel as well. He does fantastic there. Klaus and everyone. Lawrence Kent. All right.
So Aquafunk is asking, do we know if there's anything like Keystone Clash in the Florida area? And I honestly do not. I don't know if anybody out there knows if there's anything in the Florida area, any kind of fish conventions like this?
Yes, there are. Aquafunk, I'll put you with Jose Fidel. That's one of our buddies. You were asking me about some local fish clubs in that area. I'll put you with Jose. I'll put you with Chuck Davis. And I told you, Sandy Moore and Shelby Bush are looking forward to seeing you at Seacrest Farms. I told you I would set that up for you as well. So those 4 people alone, you will get all the information you need as far as what's happening in the hobby in Florida. Those are 4 great people, and once you meet them, you're going to be taken care of.
Right.
So
So Rob is asking, is there a Tetra category? Yes. There is a Tetra class. There is a class for Rasboras. There is a class for shrimp, for plants even, arts and crafts. There are classes for everything. This is an all-species show.
In parentheses, though, yes, we have a Tetra class, but no, we're not taking any more registrations. If you want to come out and enjoy it, please come out and enjoy it, but no more registrations at this point. And we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon here, guys. I got one more day of vacation. Liz and I have been having a lot of fun with some fishy folks. Friday night we went bowling.
Oh.
With Blake and Tara and Chris
and
Chrissy, and we just had a hell of a good time. It's nice when you have people you can spend time with just outside, not just with the hobby, but outside the hobby. And then Saturday we went on this huge shop hop. Well, I shouldn't say huge. We went to 2 shops
with a huge group.
With a huge group. And wherever we always try to bring groups to different stores. We went to Go Fish, and we went to Lucky's Aquarium, and we definitely supported them with sales. Thank you, Chris Matsko. I think everywhere he went, he bought stuff, and I know Terry and Blake bought stuff. I was a bystander this particular time, but I did pick up a nice green Terra cichlid. You got something, or you?
I was just watching them fight back and forth about little fish.
Oh, yeah.
Rob said, "Watch it. He'll bring a minnow."
How you doing, Rob? It's good. Thank you for being online. Rob's one of our moderators. That's
yes.
Rob 93.
Yep.
Guys, I appreciate you. Knights of the Round Table, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I missed your live feed today. Hopefully it's still on so I can check it out. It's just been a crazy day. We actually had one of the original CCY members. OG. Shane Mel came by. Shane Maine. You would think I was drinking.
Shane.
Shane Mel came by, spent some time with us. It was good to see him. He's actually getting back into freshwater after doing salt water for a few years. Said he had a 29 planted tank, something like that.
Yep, 29 gallon. I sent him home with some guppies today.
Yeah, so again, it's been a really cool weekend where I could just spend some time with some fishy friends. And now I need to get a video out because I'm trying to hit this 1,000 mark, guys. So again, if you haven't seen my latest video on the Reno Light Wi-Fi from Aquatic Life versus the Aquion OptiBright, definitely check that video out. I show you guys both lights, which one's brighter, which one does more, which one you can use your phone with. Pat Kelly actually got involved with it and sent me a video of his fish room that is all lit up with the Aquion OptiBright. And I'm going to put the video up. It's really cool. He hit one button and it controlled 20 different lights in his fish room. It was really cool. He could change the light at just like this almost with just hitting a button. So I'm going to put that up. We're going to do more product reviews. That's something we promised to do very early on. And now that I'm thinking about it, now that we're talking about shop hops, if Tom's still on, I believe he said November 3rd, the Bucks County is doing another shop hop. So he invited us to come. We're definitely going to come, and you know us, we're going to bring like 10 people with us when we come.
Bucks County shop hops are fun. They hit Jersey and all the northern stores, and they set up raffles.
And they set up raffles, but you have to be a paid member. So there's a lot of great clubs out there, none better than Bucks County. If you can become a member, go to BucksCountyAquariumSociety.com. Tom, if you're in there. And definitely become a member. That's the only way you can get the raffles.
Yep.
And they also, because Tom heads this stuff up, and got to give credit to Mark and Callie as well, they normally get discounts at all the shows that they shops that they go to. So it's a really cool event, and they hit lots of different areas all the way up to Jersey just about. So. All right.
All right.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Who are we down to? How many people are we down to? 27?
27.
All right, guys. I really appreciate you getting online. Who else do I want to shout out to? Sergeant Tanks, Jeremy. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. Oh my God, he's so full of information. Last night I was up till I think midnight. Well, actually I was up till what time did I come to bed? Like 3 in the morning.
Yes.
I was up listening to Sergeant Tanks, to Jeremy. I clean tanks and I listen to the information he provides through my Wi-Fi speaker. Definitely check him out, Sergeant Tanks. And who else we want to shout out to? Susie Q, Q Aquatics. she's doing some really cool things. There must be something really going on here.
They thought you were saying Butts County. It's Bucks.
If it was that's got to be Aquafunk and the rest of them.
Yep,
nuts.
that was Aquafunk.
Let me tell you, if it's Butts County, me and you go on Aquafunk, right?
Oh.
But no, and shoot, in Florida, you should see a lot of Butts County. But anyway, how is the weather in Florida? Because if it's like 90 here, it's got to be like 200 there.
Humid as heck.
Yeah. So anyway, we are actually at 56 minutes, so I'm going to pull the plug on this. Yep. I got to get my videos going, guys. I got to get a new video out, and I'm going to try to do a live feed every week until I hit that 1,000 mark. And I hate to keep talking about that, but trying to hit it. All right? Any questions before we sign off?
Not that I see, but it takes them a minute to get this.
Okay.
And then they got to type and everything else.
All right. Well, as you can see on screen, but everyone hit that subscribe button. Obviously, that's not the real link to it.
So Scott wants a fish room tour real quick before we leave.
You
could maybe spin it?
You would have to stand up.
What are you feeding these monsters behind you?
The peacock bass. Grab that jumbo. So everything in my fish room gets this jumbo min large floating sticks from Tetra, the live food alternative. Naturally balanced food for monster fish. That's what caught me, the monster fish. Actually, I think Tom Galooly hooked me up with some of this at an auction one day, and ever since, my guys have been eating it. I don't know. I just kind of move these guys in, but let's see. Oh, yeah. So there they go, guys. They don't play around when it comes to this stuff. And Mama's going to get wet.
It happens.
I ain't even going to touch that one. If you can see over there, our B-shirts in there as well. I got my next flopper 2 Oriochromis Tankanese in there that's doing great. And the B-shirt you can't really see, but it is over there on the side. Hopefully it'll come into the picture. I don't know, but these peacock bass are massive. And again, talking about a 10-gallon tank, obviously these couldn't go in a 10-gallon tank if I was showing them. But I'm getting out of showing fish now. I'm more into breeding. So, all right, who hold on to this? Maybe I can get over there. Can you pick up the dog?
Well, he said we can do it on another video.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. It's hard for me to say no. That's how I got into this damn Keystone Clash event. It's hard for me to say no.
What's the smallest with the red tail? That is the Oriochromis Tanganese. And
go ahead.
You can say it.
Tanganese.
Yeah. Okay, so I forgot this. So that's actually an African cichlid, and that's one of the few African species that we keep, and it gets huge.
From Lake Tanganyika, it gets up to 18 inches long. It is a tilapia, and it is a fantastic fish that we got from cichlids,
yep.
Who might be bringing fish to the vendor show.
He will be bringing fish to the vendor show, and he's going to let me know which day he will be down, but he's going to pop down for sure. Again,
got a shout out to him, cichlids, Staten Island cichlids, however you want to say it. Anthony has a lot of Tanganyikan fish, cichlids that you would not get anywhere else. You can special order stuff from him. I got these Oriochromis because I had a huge one that won the ACA 2015 show, as well as the North Jersey 2013 show, and he passed away a few years ago, so I got some from Anthony. And I mean, like, this might be a year old. Like, in a year, he's grown massively.
And we have little ones.
We have little ones,
yeah.
that we had some to breed. Liz thought they were, I don't know.
I didn't know what they were. They
convicts.
appeared in a tank. One day they were just there, these little egg sacs wiggling.
Yeah, we had a female that passed away in a tank, unfortunately, and when we removed her, like 2 days later, we found these little fry, and it was really cool that we have some Oriochromis. So, more breeder war points for sure.
Okay, so Kurt wants us to mention we have 10 seats left for the banquet. Yes, that's right, 10 seats left.
Wow.
So now, Aquatic Jack is asking, do we have any Lake Victoria cichlids or just monster fish?
Just monster fish, although I do like Victorian fish. I think they're fantastic. If I ever kept African cichlids, it would be Victorian. But no, we don't have any. I just have monster fish, and Liz has moved over to guppies.
Nano, shrimp,
yeah,
guppies,
I don't know what the hell's the matter with her.
rasboras.
But yeah.
All right, guys.
That's it.
Yep, let's shut her down.
Let's shut her down. Let's go to sleep. We got tomorrow's off. Everyone have a safe and happy Labor Day. Again, thank you so much for viewing. Check out King and Queen Cichlids. Hit that subscribe button, please. And again, come out to the Keystone Clash. Even if it's only for a day, get a day pass. If you can't come for a day pass, just come out and support the vendor room. It's really important to all of us that the vendors sell out of everything and have a great time so they come back next year. Okay? Anything else?
No.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for viewing, and we will talk to you guys real soon.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.